Hello everyone, welcome back to Ocarina of Time Master Quest. My name is Dario, and this is it. We're heading up towards the top of the tower to face off against Ganondorf. And I'm already losing the bats. Or Keese, rather. Keese. I'm not gonna let them get away with it though. Wow, I guess I will. Anyways, in the last part we took care of the last remaining barriers, and I showed off a room I find interesting, but in reality it's kind of dumb. And in this part, well, as I said, we're going to go up Ganon's tower. See where that leads us. So, there's a few different things you gotta do before you climb Ganon's tower. Luckily, it's nothing too crazy. Just fight a few enemies and you'll be on your way. I'm kind of glad they didn't do like another... Even Ganon's tower wasn't like that big of a dungeon, really. It was just kind of like a lot of mini dungeons in one. Because I always hate that in games where it's like, you know, you're so close to the end you just want to beat it. But there's like one giant dungeon you gotta do. It's like, well, I guess I'll beat it tomorrow when I clear out this dungeon a bit more. Not to say I don't like anything. I mean, I do like some build-up, but not too long, because then it gets boring. So, got these stall folks we gotta take care of. And not too much to say here. I mean, like I said, we're almost at the end of the game. Just all that's really left to be said. I think I got a jump attack on him. There we go. It's interesting though, because usually I'm not saying I'm not familiar doing this, but like when once you beat the game and save everything, like you don't ever have to do all this stuff again, like get the key and stuff. So, and I'm so used to like playing Ganon or playing against, like fighting against Ganon, like never have to worry about it. No, did I ever comment on the design of this chest? I always thought it looked interesting. I imagine it's made out of like velvet and gold. Anyways. The last boss key of the game. Well, the last key of the game. No, excuse me. Sorry. The last keys of video games make me allergic. And so I have to comment on the organ in the background, if you can hear it. And how it's steadily increasing. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's see. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know why I didn't. You know what? I'm gonna fight these two at a time. Cause why not? Not too often you get to fight two, you know, Iron Knuckles. Wow. Don't even remember the name of these things anymore. Okay, wait for it. Oh, I can't do it because magic's being used. Damn it. Oh well, whatever. You know, it'd be so cool if they could hit each other. Yeah, my strategy's not going to work this time because... Although I'm not taking any damage, so like, no point really. Let's have Link get smashed to bits. That still hit me? Really? This is not going well at all. Oh, got one done. Feel sorry for Link. Oh, they're learning. Not today. At least I got him before I went down. I wonder, they should have put like a room just full of Iron Knuckles. Or at least like, it'd be cool if they had like a doorway and like you just had to, and there was like 4 in a row that you had to fight. See that? I wonder if there's a Zelda hack that does that, just like a room full of iron knuckles. So, use the boss key we got, and we're in this little room here. Sounds like he's just right above us. Get some last minute heals. You know, now that I think about it, the boss fight against Ganon, like, that'd be a totally awesome, like boss fight for like an MMO or something. Like, you have 40 people, have someone doing heals, have someone DPS and tanking. I don't know what made me think of that all of a sudden, but... So here we go. I always thought this ascent was cool. And honestly, in the 3DS remake, this part is absolutely amazing to go through because like moonlight shining through the windows, like it's gorgeous to go through. But this isn't the 3DS remake. This is, for all intents and purposes, the original. Make sure we got everything ready. Let's see. We're not gonna need the Ocarina, so pocket cocoa. I think that's all we're gonna need. Well, screw it. Link's just looking around like, what the hell? What's going on? I feel weird. The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The 2 Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. And take note to mention how, like, you know, they're in a Triforce shape right now. I don't know, just something interesting to think about. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce pieces have gathered here. I don't know why I'm giving him Christopher Lee voice. Although that makes me sad, because Christopher Lee would have done a great... I was going to say Gandalf. Ganondorf. Man, I'm ruining this finale. These toys are too much for you! I command you to return them to me! Link, I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Link. Great King of Evil Ganondorf. Alright, let's do this. So, pretty straightforward. He fires a ball at you. You play tennis for a bit. When he misses, any second now, shoot the light arrow at him. Jump. And slam into him. Very straightforward. Not too difficult, but I'll probably somehow mess it up. Like that. I don't care. I'm going to do it like that because that's more fun to me. Damn it. Okay, I gotta get my timing right. And there probably not going to be too much talking because I'm going to be concentrating too much. I don't know why, but spin attacking makes it feel like... Oh! Like, spin attacking makes it feel like it'll hit him, like have a higher chance of hitting him. Very much like the Phantom Ganon fight. Come on, let's go. Ah, damn it! Damn it! Messed up. Actually, what does Navi say? I have no idea what his weak point is. That was my fault. I forgot to attack him, but it's fine. Not gonna lie, this part of the battle gets really easy. Like, if you know what you're doing. That's why I am spin attacking to, I don't know, make it more fun. Because otherwise it is boring to watch. Because you, like, honestly, you can do this really flawlessly. Like, I hate to ruin the epicness of this, but, I mean, come on. It's harder when it's farther away, because depth perception and all. There we go. That was my favorite part of the fight gonna come up. I hope it does. Yep, here it is. He's gonna fire this giant massive one at you. You can either shoot it with a light arrow or do what I love to do. Spin it back at him. Alright. We'll use a sword for this one. Crouch stab to finish him off. The great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? Link! Whew. Even after all these years, that fight still makes my heart race. I guess Zelda was just up there, like, watching the whole thing. Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he cannot control the power of the gods and... Link, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please, follow me. Get ready for shit tons of lag. Okay, I'm gonna point out the obvious, but like, what is hitting, like, what's falling? Like, nothing's above us. We're on top of the tower. So I don't know, like, what's dropping from the sky to hit us. Besides, like, damnation, maybe. Anyways, let's do this. Yeah, if you fall off, or it looks like you're about to fall off, she'll stop and gas, which might get annoying, but I don't know. I just like doing it, especially during this time, because the game, like, really goes slow because of everything that's happening, and it's just, like, slow motion. But it's funny, because I remember as a kid, she would say that, you know, with Ganondorf's last breath, he's bringing down this tower. I honestly did think, like, he was lying there and just, like, and just, like, did give a last breath to, like, and it collapsed the tower or something. I don't know, it's just dumb. So you have 3 minutes to do this. It's actually very lenient. And I don't know how I don't know why I'm questioning. She can raise bars, you know, she can levitate for a bit, so. But yeah, 3 minutes is very lenient. You have to really not be good to get past. Like, after everything you've been through in this game, you can exit a tower in 3 minutes. It's a little bit more fun to stall things out and, like, you know, get there at last second, but... Oh, I almost fell off. See, if this game was, like, on another console, there would be, like, an achievement for, you know, leave Ganon's tower during the last second, but... So we got this part. Link's like, something's fishy here. Oh, wait. So we got two of these things to fight, which can really add to the pressure. This is probably where a lot of your time's going to get eaten up if you're not slick. And I think these are the ones that regenerate, like, if you take too long. Like, that one comes back to life if you take, like, 30 seconds or something to kill the next one. But thankfully that did not happen. I think that's only happened to me once where it respawned, but even then I still have, like, plenty of time. So I think we're close to the end now. Or no, we're not. So here we go, here we go. Whoosh. Oh, there wasn't that much slowdown this time. Oh, just wait till we get to the end, honey. We're almost there. Ah, damn it. Got hit. So just basically watch out for the rocks here. Pretty easy to dodge. And I guess a fun fact, a few years back, as of the time of recording this, this was a big part of the game for speedruns, because there's a warp you can do to basically warp to, like, Ganon's escape, like, you know, during the tower escape. It's really long and complicated. You'd have to look it up for all the explanation behind it, but you can basically do this as a kid. Like, you can warp as a kid to do this. Alright, just to eat up some time, I'm gonna fight this Redud for fun. Yeah, you can do this whole thing as a kid, but the problem with it is that if Ganon gets, or if Link gets hit by one of the rocks, the game will just crash, because, you know, Child Link was never meant to be this far. And wait, where did... Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, like, if you get hit by something, the game's gonna crash, and because the game they never thought, like, the Kid Link would be here, like, Child Link would be here, so there was no point in, you know, doing that. So when it tries to bring up an animation for it, the game crashes. Anyway, I always thought for the longest time that we were running out the exit, like the main exit, like the main entrance, the one that we come in, like, normally. Like, it wasn't until it was pointed out to me, like, years later that, like, no, we're going out a side entrance, because we're going over that bridge. There's a bridge in the room with the sages, like, you know, right before the tower ascent, where the things are. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's, like, a bridge that overhangs, and that's what we just passed. That's what I fought the Redud on. And I don't know why. I just always thought as a kid we were just, like, coming out the main entrance. I think it's because it just looks so similar. But I just found it interesting how... I didn't find it interesting. I thought it was funny because when the tower's collapsing and stuff, you hear, like, wood breaking, which is like, what this place made out of wood, really? But I remember that part also being like, if you had the Rumble Pack or an N64 version, it just vibrated like crazy. It was so loud. Anyways, leave my stupid ass. It's over. It's finally over. Link, I'm so sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. One quick thing before we stop. First, I'm going to save. I don't think it does anything. But second thing... This is only going to take a second. You know what? What the hell? Don't need this shit. It's just me against him. And for good luck. Zelda was probably standing there wondering what the hell I was doing, but... I remember the first time, before I heard this, I heard Ganondorf look like a Mickey Mouse. He does not look like Mickey Mouse at all. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time we fight together. So since he knocked back your sword, if you have the big Goron sword, this would be your time to use it. But since I didn't collect that, kind of for this specific reason, we're stuck using the Megaton Hammer. Pretty simple. There's two ways to do this. You can either quickly roll between his legs or miss, fire the light arrow at him, and then do it. And then that's all it takes. I wish I could say it was more interesting, but once you get down to it, it's pretty simple. Although the first time you fight him, I imagine it's quite terrifying. I mean, look at this. I don't know why I'm concentrating so hard. Guess I just like it. This battle is actually the source of a famous glitch known as Swordless Link. Back in the original versions of Ocarina of Time, if you save and quit the game at this point, you'll arrive back at the Temple of Time, but you'll still be without a sword. And there's a lot of exploits you can do with that. Look into it more, because it's actually quite interesting, but one of the more famous glitches of this game. I always thought it was interesting how his sword is, like, jabbing to the ground. Link, the Master Sword is here, hurry up! There's only one way this has to end. Has to end. Hi. What are you up to? Look at him, he puts his hand on his, like, hip. How you doing? Alright. No more joking around. We're going old school with this. Come on, fool. Ah, damn it. Ah, crap. Stuck. Been fighting this guy since I was a kid. Jump attack. Another jump attack. Now, this is the one part of the game where, let's see, you have to have the Master Sword equipped, I recall. Like, if you have the big Goron Sword active, nothing happens. Like, the battle won't end until you, like, do the finishing blow on him with the Master Sword like I just did. Like, the battle will just keep going otherwise. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. Use your sword and deliver the final blow. There's one thing left to do. 6 stages now! ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. So in one cliche, but still yet admittedly very cool part of the game, they combine their forces and create a portal to send Ganon to. Now, let me get this lovely face. You! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Fuck you, Link! That's basically what he's saying. Someday when this seal is broken. God, that face though. That is when I will exterminate your descendants. As long as I held the Triforce of Power in my hand. That's not what I said, but close enough. Ah, this part is so serene and pretty. Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world, for a time. At least until the next game. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay their master sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Link, give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. This is the most intimate they ever get. Oh, at least until Skyward Sword. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Hopefully people don't get confused about the legend later on as we write it down in history books. There won't be much debate on what timeline and what is in. Now go home, Link. Go home and be a family man. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be. I remember thinking as a kid that... Did you even like wipe off like the mouthpiece? Like that's kind of gross. But, you know, once again, don't think about things like that. Thank you, Link. Goodbye. And with that, we are treated to perhaps one of the best ending credits themes ever. I just love this theme so much. Maybe it's nostalgia, but I don't know. It just sounds, I don't know. It just sounds so amazing. I think it's just because it's like, because in later games and even movies, like they usually do orchestrated like end themes, and it's just they're so big and bombastic and stuff, and You know, I do like just smaller, softer themes like that. I know in Skyward Sword had good ones too. Twilight Princess did too, but like, you know, to me these are perfect. And you could say I'm being biased, sure, but I mean, to me, ending credits are more of just like, and they still keep true to this. You know, it's a reflection of the journey you've taken. You know, they're these different camera angles, these varied. You know, you look at these and you think about each time you spent here, because, and I think what makes me like so partial to it is that I've just played this game so much, not even play in the sense like I would honestly just start with the game and just run around and do stuff, like that's it. And I'm sure other people have too. I'm not saying I'm unique in that sense, but you know, in a way, video games were and still kind of are like toys. Like, you know, you don't have to do necessarily what the intended purpose is. Like I said, I would just start the game and just run around Hyrule and just fight things, because that was fun. You know, like that was fun. It wasn't just about like doing the next like intended objective. It was just having fun running around. You know, I would have Link ride around Epona, just riding around Hyrule Field with no goal in mind, with nothing specific. Just, I don't even pretend Epona was a car or something. You know, make horse, like not horse sounds, but car sound. You know, just fun. And you know, seeing all those places, it's just a reminder of all the time you spent, whether it was there for a reason or just that's what you wanted to do. And, you know, this further just reinstates it because you have Mario and Luigi. You just have all the characters you met across the journey, like the Zoras, the Gorons, the people of Hyrule, everyone. Like everyone's here. The groups of people at, you know, Hyrule, the juggling guys, Guru, Running Man, running in place still, the Corkery, the fat guy, the old woman, and the swordsman guy from Majora's Mask. I can't remember her name. And also, I love how the Bombchu lady, they still put her behind the something, because maybe they didn't have the bottom of her half rendered. I don't know. It's just funny how they still put her behind something. Poor fishing guy, we never got to see him. And then Cucco lady and Bigar, we never got to see a lot of these characters. And the Gerudo are having fun. Like, everyone's in harmony. Like, it's nice. And sure, I didn't get to show off like a good portion of these characters, but I didn't need to. Most likely, if you're watching this series, this isn't the first time you're watching like a Zelda game. You had to have played like Ocarina of Time. It's just one of those games you have to play. It might not have as big of an impact, but it has made a significant contribution to games, like it or not. I don't know. And once again, call me biased, but I honestly feel that way. Well, yeah, it was just it is a treat to see all these characters just come together, just cross your journey. Like you think about all the temples you've gone through, all the hardships and stuff. It's just great. I'm just seeing his praises left and right. It's just amazing. What I was gonna say is that I think games kind of have lost, like people have kind of forgot that about games a bit. How, you know, because there's so many games now. You don't start up a game just to run around and do random crap. I mean, sure, maybe in like a zombie game, you just run around and kill zombies for a bit. Grand Theft Auto, you just run around and screw about. But because there's so many games now, you know, you don't tend to, you know, once you just focus on beating the game, and then once it's done, you move on to the next game. Because there's so many games now, there's so many options. And, you know, despite everything, despite how annoying Navi is, which I never thought Navi was, you know, it is sad to see Navi go. And the Master Sword sleeps forever. Well, quote, forever. Zelda? Do I have some shit I gotta tell you? And that's it. That's the end of Ocarina of Time. That's the end of Master Quest, and that's the end of this playthrough. At the end of this today, no matter what version of this game I play, I still love it dearly. Still think it's, outside of everyone praising it, saying it's the greatest game of all time, some people saying it's not as great as Link to the Past. You know, despite what anyone says, despite whatever people say about it in the future, it's still one of my favorite games of all time. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I've enjoyed recording and playing it, and thank you for watching this really long video. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.